Hi there, this is Julie Nirvelli with Network in Action, and today I am interviewing Mikayla Wolfe, and she is a clinical nutritionist. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
So, how did you get started in this profession?
That's a great question. So honestly, it came from my long-standing family history of cancer, chronic disease, and those kind of things. My father actually passed away from a brain tumor when I was 6 months old. And then since then, I've had to experience a lot of other family members go through cancer, whether it be then surviving it or also passing. And so I just knew that there was something else that maybe could be done. And my mom really ingrained in me nutrition and like always going back to the foundations of our health. And so I took a deep dive into this space, throughout college, and I really learned that food is medicine and that the body is really meant to be treated synergistically, not as individual parts. So, for those reasons, I've grounded myself in this field of clinical nutrition and functional medicine as well, so root cause care. And I really focus heavily on personalized nutrition and really wanting to improve quality of life for people, just like I had to experience with my family members who had the cancer, right? Quality of life was something that was taken first. And so my main goal and one of my biggest whys is them, but really giving other people that longevity and that quality of life that we all deserve.
I love that. And tell me a little bit about your training to do all of this.
Yeah. So I know there's a lot of different avenues to become a nutritionist, and there's a lot of different maybe stigmas or kind of thoughts around what being a nutritionist means. So I am a clinical nutritionist, which is synonymous with certified nutrition specialist. You'll see both like on my website or on my Instagram, those kind of things. So they are the same, but it's the most advanced nutrition certification someone in my space can get. And I'm a functional medicine nutritionist. So what this means is I'm a root cause nutritionist. So I address the root cause of disease, really do my best to identify, why someone is feeling the way they are. And I really truly believe in, your physical ailments and symptoms. So let's take, brain fog or constipation or bloating, indigestion. Those are all signs from your internal body, like fire alarms going off, like, hey, please pay attention to me. Something is off internally and I need you to pay attention to it. And so that is something that I really help my clients, one, become aware of, and two, identify like, why are those fire alarms going off? And then three, we're able to kind of either calm or extinguish those fires that are inside the body to help people feel a lot better.
That's really cool. And you've told me that those fire alarms aren't just caused by food, it can be caused by other things.
Yeah. So all these areas of functional medicine include, addressing unresolved childhood trauma, stress in your life. Who is your support system, if anyone? Maybe you have unresolved stressors, maybe a really stressful job or a stressful home life. Maybe there's some environmental toxicity. So maybe there's either mold in your workplace or at home. Maybe you've grown up on a farm and there's a lot of, potential environmental toxins there. And all of these can be root causes of your other physical symptoms that we just kind of discussed.
Cool. And so you obviously identify those and try to rectify those.
Yes.
So tell us about a client success story.
So this one, the first client that came to mind, he's a 58-year-old male, and he came to me struggling, with hypertension, so high blood pressure, high cholesterol, pre-diabetic, lots of sugar cravings, brain fog, fatigue, really minimal nutrition education. And one of his biggest issues was him reaching for candy at like 10:30 in the morning. And he wouldn't just eat, a few, he would pretty much eat the whole bag, right? And so one thing for me, first and foremost, is always to, not judge the client. So I'm like, great, why might this be happening? And so again, we go back to root cause medicine. I'm like, okay, are you eating breakfast? If he was eating breakfast, I'm like, okay, great. Are you eating enough protein, healthy fats, and fiber? Which he wasn't. The second thing I was intrigued about, I'm like, are you working for, 3 hours and not taking any breaks? And then all of a sudden at 10:30, you finally get a break, but you're so mentally exhausted, your brain needs sugar. So then you reach for sugar and the candy. I was trying to identify what the root cause was, and there's many different facets of it, right? So it ended up being the protein at breakfast. So we upped his protein intake to at least 30 grams at breakfast, added in some healthy fiber, with some vegetables, and then also transitioned him from eating at his desk to just a table, like the table in the kitchen away from his workspace. And those two things really, really helped eliminate the sugar cravings, number one, and two, the act of emotionally eating, right? Because he was stressed, because he wasn't taking breaks, stressed because he was eating while working, right? And so not able to listen to hunger and fullness cues, all these different things, which affected his overall goals of getting off his medications, feeling confident and lean in his body, having energy, those kind of things. So, so he doesn't have those cravings anymore, and he's doing really well.
That's awesome. I'm sure he's very happy he met you. That was probably life-changing for him.
Yeah.
So good. So how should people get in touch with you?
Yeah, great question. So to connect with me, you can book a 15-minute complimentary discovery call through my website or through my Instagram. And that's www.mikaylawolfe.com. And we can chat about your health concerns, your goals, maybe what you're struggling with, and see kind of what maybe the best next steps are for you.
Great. Thank you for your time today, and I appreciate you sharing your business with us.
Yeah, of course. It was wonderful to chat with you. Thanks so much.